To reach out to young deaf children and their families, Clash has put together a team that travels to the north every 3 to 4 months. This is often the only support these families receive. Even the intermediate hospital in Oshakati is not equipped to assist young deaf children with diagnostic assessment or provide information and guidance to their families. The Clash team includes Linnea, the community advisor. Linnea was born in the north and speaks the local language. She can explain to families how to access government grants, find medical support, and explore educational options. Sue is an advisor for deaf education. She came from the UK to share her knowledge and skills. Years of visiting deaf children in England have prepared her for many of the needs here, but not necessarily for the off-road conditions. The third member of the team is Adelheid, a deaf kindergarten teacher who works at the Clash unit in Windhoek. Adelheid is always very excited to return to her roots in the north. She is a living example that a deaf person can lead a full, fun, and active life. She loves to share and teach her mother tongue Namibian Sign Language. Adelheid has developed extraordinary observation skills, which is quite typical for deaf people. So when the team gets lost, it's Adelheid who gets them back on track. How do you know where you belong when you cannot hear? How do you say what you want when you cannot speak? The World Health Organization estimates that in Africa, 2% of all children have disabling hearing loss. For Namibia, that represents more than 46,000 children. But these are estimates. Nobody really knows how many children in Namibia cannot hear well or have permanent hearing loss. Hearing loss should be detected and addressed as early as possible in a child's life. The first 3 years of life are crucially important. It is the period in which children's brains are developing and maturing rapidly. The brain builds pathways between nerve cells to process and store information. If children are not supported and stimulated during this period, later they may have difficulties achieving their potential. The earlier we begin caring for children with hearing loss and developing their communication, the better. Families must know about deafness and what it means for their children. They can make communication visual using actions and gestures. A deaf child needs a different language.
Okay, look. Happy.
In Windhoek, Clash runs a specialized preschool unit for young deaf children. It is the only one in the country.
She's got them. Ayo, usahanya kwa kutatana.
Joelma. Kana la luka lepe.
Enggak aku tuh aku.
Apa yang enggak aku.
The CLASH team informs the family about educational possibilities and government services. For example, to apply for the Special Maintenance Grant from the Ministry of Gender Equality and Child Welfare, certain requirements need to be met. The child must have a birth certificate and an officially recognized formal diagnosis. For many parents from the north, this is an almost insurmountable challenge, because the only facilities that can assist with the diagnostic assessment of very young children at the moment are based in Windhoek. Namibia needs more audiologists and more facilities. Some children might be able to make out certain sounds when they wear hearing aids, and that connects them to their environment. They might pick up a dog barking or a door banging or family voices. Wearing hearing aids can in some cases also stimulate the use of their own voice, but this takes time, patience, and consistent effort. Hearing aids are expensive electronic devices. They can easily break or get lost, and they require a regular supply of batteries. It's a real challenge for everybody involved. Connections between people are created through communication. Without it, we become isolated and lonely. Deaf children need to be part of family life. They communicate in a different way. They cannot follow conversations and they cannot talk. It is important that the family members get used to this and become comfortable using gestures and signs. Every family member can play a role, and especially sisters and brothers can become close allies. The CLASH team brings ideas and basic communication strategies to the families, teaches some sign language, and emphasizes the importance of inclusion. Actually, you might not need to say tortoise every day, but signing is also about having fun together. A richly diverse, inclusive society has the potential to nurture and celebrate the unique gifts and capabilities of all its people. It is important to empower not only the deaf children, but also families and communities. It is vital to work with caregivers, teachers, doctors, nurses to raise awareness about the challenges deaf children face. Existing support structures need to be strengthened and expanded so that the services become accessible for all. In Namibia, home visits are a new and innovative approach. It is well worth developing home visits as a regular support tool and expanding them across the country.
J-O-S-E-F. Joseph.
Children with a hearing loss have great potential, but intervention at an early age is crucial. We need to start early. We need to start now.
Natuka